If you spend money on Facebook ads and don't do remarketing campaigns, it's a big mistake. Watch this video to learn what remarketing is and how you can profit from it. Hello everyone, my name is Natalie. I am working for the Ali Dropship company. With our plugin, you can turn a WordPress site into a dropshipping store to sell goods from AliExpress. In this video for beginners, we will discuss the basics of remarketing on Facebook. These rules work for any e-commerce store, including dropshipping ones. If you are new to the concept and you want to know more about the dropshipping business, follow this link to download a free guide or click the link in the description box below. So what is remarketing? When do you use it and how? Let's start with the basics. When you advertise products, you deal with a cold audience. They are people who have never heard of you or your goods. Most of them just ignore such ads. But some of them get interested. These people see your ads, visit your site to see more product photos, read customer reviews, check the price or delivery options. This audience is warmer. This last part of the audience is called a hot audience. These are the people who added products to the shopping cart or even got to the checkout page but never finished the purchase. As you can see, we've got three audiences here. If we start advertising our product to the cold audience, it will be just another ad campaign. But what about the warm and hot audiences? Yes, they didn't buy anything although they had a chance, but they showed a certain degree of interest after all. If we try offering them the product again, they might change their minds. Such advertising is called remarketing. So let's repeat. What is remarketing? It's when you advertise to people who showed interest in your product but didn't buy it for whatever reason. It's also called retargeting. Why does your business need it? Because it's targeted at people who are already familiar with your product and seem to be interested. They are more ready to buy than random people who see your ads for the first time. And since you've already spent some money to attract this audience, it makes sense to make another effort to convert them into buyers. Moreover, some of them really wanted to buy the product, but something went wrong. Sometimes people decide to make the purchase later and forget about it, so they just need a reminder. Sometimes people need more time to decide or they want to know more details about your products. In any case, these people convert much better than cold audiences, so advertising to them is more effective and cheaper too. We know that because our team experiments a lot with our self-owned dropshipping stores. We have recently made the best performing ones available for anyone to buy. We call them premium dropshipping stores. You can purchase a copy of these stores along with all its product inventory, marketing materials, and targeting recommendations. That saves a lot of time on building a store from scratch and lots of time and money on testing ads. If you want to learn more about how you can start your own store with no hassle, follow this link. As I said, you should retarget warm and hot audiences. But what does it mean in terms of Facebook ads? There are lots of tricks. We at Ali Dropship recommend using these 4 categories of warm and hot audiences. The first one is social media users who watched 95% of your video ad. We mostly use video ads for Facebook promotion, and if someone watched it till the end, he or she is definitely interested. Second, people who click on the call to action button to visit the product page. Third, site visitors who added a product to the shopping cart but abandoned it. Obviously, this is the warmest part of the audience. And finally, those who put a product into the shopping cart and visited the checkout page but never finished the purchase. Since they really tried to buy something, we should definitely retarget them. Before starting a remarketing campaign, make sure your target audience is large enough. We usually wait until we have at least 500 users to target. Another important thing is to exclude potential doublings. Let me explain. If you want to create more than one remarketing audience, you will have to split the audience into several subcategories. However, some of these people will end up on 2 or more lists. For example, my first audience is the people who watched 95% of my video ad. I also created another audience consisting of people who visited my site. And here's the problem. Not all users who watched the video till the end visited the site. But all the people who visited the site also watched the video. If I don't exclude these people from the first audience, they will be targeted by 2 remarketing campaigns. Why is this bad? There are several reasons. First of all, you will have to run 2 campaigns targeted at the same people. You will simply spend more money for no reason. Second, you want to use different ads to motivate different segments of the audience. And finally, people get annoyed if you are too persistent. Now it's the time to share a few tips on how to remarket on Facebook. Tip number 1, make several ads for each ad set. It's also a good idea to use a variety of ad formats. Facebook algorithms will analyze their performance and choose the best one, which will start getting all the money. Tip number 2, keep an eye on your campaigns. Sometimes Facebook starts spending all the money on ads that definitely don't work. When this happens, turn off this ad manually. Also, watch the frequency of your ads. This metric shows the average amount of times users saw your ad. Sometimes an ad converts people into buyers even if they saw it 2 times. But in most cases, you want to keep this parameter between 3 and 6. Tip number 3, pay attention to conversions, not views. Usually, the more people see your ad, the more of them convert into buyers. But sometimes it doesn't work this way. If an ad keeps getting views but brings little conversions, don't hesitate to shut it off. Tip number 4, match ads to the audience's temperature. Once again, what is remarketing? It's advertising to people who are already interested in your product or brand, but how much they're interested can differ. Therefore, you need to approach each segment of the audience individually. Tip number 5, not all site visitors are suitable to be retargeted. After interacting with your site, people get colder. As time passes, they forget about your products or even your existence. That's why you should retarget people who interacted with your business no longer than a month ago. These were 5 tips on Facebook remarketing for beginners. If you need more recommendations on how to promote your dropshipping business, watch our next video. It will tell you about free digital marketing courses you can take right now. Check out the links in the description box and feel free to ask any questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!